I found a lot of this just not even the negotiating or the meeting itself, but what happened around it to be really interesting. Like
Mm,
the fact that Zelensky didn't walk into this alone this time, that he was surrounded by
mm,
what they're calling the coalition of the willing, and
mm,
the fact that it was very much a coordinated charm offensive in the bluntest possible terms, that those guys walked in the room and very clearly had the idea that the way to handle Trump is to just flatter him in the
mm.
most clumsy, over the top way. This wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you, Mr. Trump. All of this sort of stuff. You've mentioned the president of Finland having a great relationship with him based around golf. And so
Yeah,
he was the one that was fronting and dropping the big words like this war of aggression that Russia
yeah,
started.
yeah,
I think it shows that there is a united front in Europe. And I think that they are acknowledging that, A, historically, we have seen this before. If we appease this guy with some territorial gains, he will come back and see more. Whether Trump acknowledges that historical aspect to it for Europe or not,
yeah.
I
You're
don't know.
absolutely right, Chewie. Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting. There's been two occasions when I've seen Trump very much ill at ease and nervous, and that's been the first big high-profile meeting with Putin in Helsinki in his first administration. That's when a journalist asked um, Trump whether he believed was the question to Mr. Trump was from a Los Angeles Times journalist was, have you had, do you believe the Russians interfered in the 2016 election? Trump flicked the question to Putin, and Putin said in Russian, no, of course not. And then Trump said he agreed with Putin, and so he overruled all his intelligence services, which has said that the Russians had interfered. This recent meeting in Alaska, I got the distinct feeling watching the two of them that it was Mr. Putin who had the swagger, not Trump. And
Mm,
it reminded me of a scene out of The Godfather where the lieutenant is looking after the boss. And I don't know what leverage Putin's got over Mr. Trump, but it's substantial. I can't quite work out whether it's just sort of hero worship that Mr. Trump believes that Putin's a really tough guy and he admires him, or whether it goes much further and that there's some other reasons that he just feels he can't stand up to Trump. I mean, we are talking about the most powerful country in the world, which is given Putin, a war criminal, a mass murderer, a global stage. And it's not as if
mm.
Russia's a superpower. It's not. It's only got an economy the size of Spain's. So it's quite puzzling in many respects. And I think Chu is right. I think most Europeans are treading carefully in the hope they can gently nudge um, President Trump, to a position that aligns with them. That true. I mean, their position is basically that Putin is responsible for this and shouldn't be rewarded in any shape or form. And
Mm.
ultimately, if he doesn't leave, he'll have to be forced out. And I think
Oh,
that's not. It's going to be a difficult job to nudge Trump to accept that because he's always clearly had a very big soft spot for Putin.